Damn, Ubisoft, back at it again with losing money. So this company is just one hit after another, just taking hits. And can't say it's not deserved because it fully is well deserved. But Ubisoft officially shutting down XDefiant after barely 6 months. Promises refunds for Ultimate Founders Pack and purchases made in the last month. They just, again, this is a company that used to be great. And now it's just losing money and losing money, and it's shutting games down. And this is what happens with modern gaming. I don't know whether it be, I haven't played the game. I really haven't even heard anyone talk about it. So I don't know if there's any kind of politics in it or it's just a really bad game. But regardless, whether it's a, game filled with bull crap or just a really bad game, these companies can't seem to help themselves anymore. They're just not making quality products. And Ubisoft is a prime example. That's just one thing after another. And then they wonder why they have to let off so many good people. Because it's like they don't care anymore. Remember Ubisoft back in the day, like 20 years ago? What happened? What happened? As they say, when it rains, it pours. Oh, it certainly does, especially for this company. And it's not like it's even, it's pouring, but it's not like they're even protected at this point. It's like their roof is completely gone, and they're just getting rained on. For Ubisoft, who is currently struggling to barely keep the company's head above water, their latest storm centers on the announcement that after just barely 6 months of total uptime, they will officially be closing the doors to their free-to-play FPS XDefiant. Probably releasing to the public on May 21st. XDefiant's gameplay loop centered on assisting players to one-on-two teams, each made up of 6 players total, like a Pokemon team, and having them face off in one of 6 game types, including so yeah, basically like what you'd expect from any kind of first-person shooter. You know, Team Fortress has that kind of stuff. Overwatch has it. So all these things, the zone control, escort, the payload and all that. Yeah, the typical stuff. So not really anything separating itself from, all the others. And no, readers, neither you nor I missed any details. The game does not have a standard straightforward deathmatch mode, and an admitted head scratcher for a multiplayer shooter. I saw something about deathmatch mode. Huh. Notably, rather than picking up one's character via a standard class hero system seen in FPS titles like in Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege or Overwatch 2, to this end, rather than following the footsteps of other FPS titles like Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege or Overwatch 2, and having players pick from their playstyle via a standard class hero system, XDefiant instead asks them to select a faction to fight for, which with each organization offering different skills and weapons to use in battle, which is fine if it's done well, but apparently it wasn't done well. So these factions are based on various groups from Ubisoft's previous titles, including The Cleaners, Tom Clancy's The Division, DedSec, Watch Dogs, Echelon, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. I thought wow, I looked at it and I thought it said Libtard. Libertad, Far Cry, The Phantoms, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon, and GS Commando, Rainbow Six Siege, and The Highwaymen, Far Cry New Dawn. Libtard. We are the Libtards! Join our faction if you wish to succeed in combat. And you're like, are you sure? We are the libtards, the most powerful group. Only we can make our way towards victory. And not with a name like that, you're not. No, but it is. Yeah, I just looked at it and I saw the libtards. Libertad. Libertad. Libertad, whatever. It's not libtards. It's Libertad. But so more than just a bit of. I'm sure I'm gonna let a lot of comments commenting about how hilarious it would be if it was libtard. He's like, well, it's well deserved. But more so than just a bit of brand synergy, XDefiant's defining feature was perhaps its gameplay, which skewed typical FPS design philosophies in favor of one that specifically catered to dash cancel heavy, constant weapon switch, fast-paced gameplay that streamers, particularly younger ones, seem to gravitate to. So like Fortnite. Hence the game's association, it was Zoomer shooter. Huh. So kind of like Fortnite. Had to get up and let Roxas in. Zoomer shooter. Unfortunately for Ubisoft, the gameplay style has little in way of mass appeal, thus leaving the XDefiant squarely in a relatively small realm of genuine competitive players, of genuine competitive players and regular streamers. As a result of this creative decision, as well as the company's decision to lock the game exclusively behind their proprietary Ubisoft Connect launcher, the game's profile and player base failed to. If it's a free-to-play game, it shouldn't be behind a launcher or a profile or whatever. You just free-to-play games should be like the easiest to access. You shouldn't need an account or something. Just like have like the ability to sign on as like a guest or something. Uh, proprietary Ubisoft Connect launcher. That's stupid. You know, some people just, especially if it's online, or even if it's not online, people just get so tired of having to install things and download things and connect things. It's just, Roxas, come on. Come up. Your feet are cold. All four of them. Hello, little man. That's right. Hang on. Grandpa gotta clean your eyes. Hey, clean your eyeballs. You alright there, bub? I know it's cold out, huh? It's like freaking 12 degrees out. I don't know what it is right now, but it's been like 12 degrees at night. Yeah. Yeah. Handsome boy. Yeah, handsome. And there's Adam. Where Adam? What? Come on. Come on. Come on. Here's Adam. And Rox is like, I'm not having any of that. I know, Uncle Roxas is a big meanie weenie head to you, huh? Mwah. Yeah, he's a big meanie weenie head. Mwah. A little baby. He's a sweet boy. They're sweet. Roxas just doesn't like anyone who isn't me. He's very particular. He's like, I only like Grandpa. But yeah, that's stupid. That's stupid. Thus, on December 3rd, Ubisoft took to their official Twitter account as well as their official website to announce that XDefiant would be moving into sunsetting mode over the next 6 months in advance of a full-on shutdown. I wonder how many people. I mean, it's early right now. Hang on. Well, it has enough. I mean, 141 right there. I mean, it's not doing massive numbers, and you've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 streamers. So I guess people are like, well, might as well play it now while we still have a chance. Too bad it didn't work that way for Concord. It got shut down 2 weeks after launch. Let's just read from here, because sometimes these are like terribly spelled and punctuation errors, and so let's just read it directly from their Twitter account. Dear players, important message. XDefiant is sunsetting. It's kind of like what VTubers and their what's it called, graduating, I think. When they kind of retire the character or whatever, they call it graduating, I think. It's kind of, they're like, yeah, we're sunsetting. We're sunsetting. Thank you for your incredible support and dedication to XDefiant. We regret to inform you that we are initiating the sunset process starting today on December 23rd, and it is the 4th today, so this was yesterday. Actually, we should go over to Twitter, because I want to see some of the replies. We'll do that after. As a result, new downloads, player registrations, and purchases will no longer be available. Season 3 will still launch, the server will remain active, and the game will be fully playable until June 3rd of 2025. So still, I mean, you still have time, so. For those who purchased the Ultimate Founders Pack, you will receive a full refund. Players who have made any purchases within the last 30 days will also be refunded. Please note that the processing needs these refunds will take up to 8 weeks. Is our personal message. Yeah, we'll have to go over to Twitter. Yes, 2 seconds. All right, here's their official Twitter. I scrolled down thinking I was going to see that big old blue box saying that, oh, you can't reply. They're limiting. No. Okay, so hello, XDefiant fans. I am unfortunately here today to announce that XDefiant will be shutting down. Starting today, December 3rd, 2024, new downloads and play registrations will no longer be available. We will still release all Season 3 content in the near future. I mean, you don't have much more time, guy. You know, so what near future are we talking about? It's going down June 3rd. So, you know, when they say near future, you think of like, you know, when like Blizzard says something like, "Oh yeah, you know, this will come out in a patch in the near future," and then it's like 4 years away. No, it's June, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. You got 6 months. 6 months. So, for those who purchase the Ultimate Founders Pack, you'll receive a full refund. Maybe they should just like give everyone like this, you know, Founders Pack so everyone can be on like, you know, level playing field and just enjoy playing the game then. Because obviously they're giving refunds, so what'd be the harm in just giving these items and whatever to these to these players now? Go out with a bang, you know? I mean, if that's what I would do, if if I was hosting a game and my server was being shut down, and I was like, okay, well, we're in the process of giving refunds anyway, so let's just let them have fun, you know, with our last 6 months, give them everything that they need, you know, all the content or weapons or whatever that were behind these paywalls or whatever, just give them to them. So at least the players will see that we're, you know, actively making an attempt to make their last 6 months enjoyable. Roxas, what are you doing? You want to come back up? Come on. Hmm? Roxas, what are you doing? You're just sitting there. Come here. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? He's just like sitting there. He's like, you never lay on the floor. He makes no sense sometimes. But yeah, that's what I would do. Be like, well, we're closing it down, so all the content that you had to pay for, we're gonna give it to you. Players who have purchased within the last 30 days will also be fully refunded. Those refunds should happen automatically within 8 weeks of today. A few years ago, Ubisoft and the SF dev team embarked on a bold adventure to develop a new arcade shooter called XDefiant. It was from the start an incredible challenge, not only because we were trying to shake up the genre by removing skill-based matchmaking while bringing back a more old-school arcade shooter experience, but we were also diving into the high-risk, high-reward realm of free-to-play. And for that, I want to applaud not only the dev team, but the Ubisoft leadership for taking that chance. Free-to-play, in particular, is a long journey. Many free-to-play games take a long time to find their footing and become profitable. Well, it depends. I mean, it really kind of depends on genre, I guess. I mean, you have free-to-play games like, first-person shooters, obviously, like Fortnite and whatever. But then you have free-to-play games like, say, Genshin Impact, and that really didn't take long at all to hit a following, just because of how well the game is written and the elemental system, and because the world is just massive and the music is good, and because lots of treasures to find, places to unlock, domains to do, characters to collect, stuff like that. So there's that. And then there's also that, Adam, my little baby, Adam. What isn't handsome? That's what he loves, just licking and biting. Bites my fingers and licks it. Yep. No, 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 no. Yeah, free to play. It's always hard, but if you make it a good game, it basically just becomes a moneymaker. You don't have to worry about, oh, it's free to play and people aren't gonna, no. If it's a good game, people will not mind. They won't mind spending a few dollars here and there to support the game. Can I have my hand back now? Can I please have my hand back? He's like, fine, Grandpa, have your hand back. You freaking baby. No, it's just I'm making a video. I can't have my hand attacked by you the whole time. Bless you. You had a little crap on your. Oh my. That's the last time I tried cleaning your face off. I try to clean his face off for him, and he thinks it's playtime again. I am, of course, heartbroken to have to be writing this post. Yes, the game has been a personal passion for me for years, and yes, I know that not all challenges lead to victory, but I also want to recognize all the developers who are being affected by this closure. Each and every one of you is a real person and with a real life separate from our own. And they all put so much of their own passion into making this game. And I hope that they can be proud of what they did achieve. I know that I will always be proud and grateful to have worked with such a great team, a team that really punched above its weight class. And what they achieved is truly remarkable. They earned the early response from players when XDefiant launch was amazing. We broke internal records for the fastest game to surpass 5 million users, and in the end, it didn't even matter. And in the end, we had over 15 million players play our game. That's a lot. That is something to be extremely proud of. Then why is it failing so much? 15 million players. Then why is it failing? Why is it failing to the point of being removed 6 months from now? That just something to be proud of, especially considering how tough this genre is. Yeah, especially when you got to compete against like Fortnite. So thank you to all the developers who put their passion into making this game. If there's one thing I hope we can all take away from this experience, it's the importance of open, honest communication between between developers and players. This player-first mentality, along with respectful, non-toxic conversation between developers, and players has been one of the standout differences that made XDefiant so special. From the very first post about XDefiant, this was the vision I wanted to champion, and I hope it leaves a positive mark on the game industry, on how the game industry treats its players and community. Well, I can't say I know too much about the community, so let me know. Are they actually transparent and actually kind to their community, or they're like, well, you have complaints? I don't care. If you don't like it, don't play it. Um, To our players, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want to express my deepest gratitude for the incredible community and the that has grown around XDefiant. Your passion, creativity, and dedication have inspired us every step of the way. Oh, hi, Mark. With the utmost of love and respect, Mark, XDefiant. Like, okay, I'm failing to understand why this game is failing then. It seems to have a good team. It seems that people are, people are generally and genuinely sad that the game is being taken down. Like, I'm just the first few I'm seeing, and I'm not seeing any negative comments. Like what was it? Is it just because of the game in being in a market that's so overdone with first person shooters? Like, is that the reason? And happiness. Like, I'm not seeing any major negative comments here. Black Ops 6 killed X Defiant. Um, in time, Jiggle Physics, Waifu Call of Duty. Call of Duty killer. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing some negative comments, but for the overall majority is like they're positive, saying like, "Oh man, this really sucks." So, um, let me see if there's anything. No, it seems like it's just what we just read. But yeah, it seems like it was a pretty positively good game. So I mean, I guess that's what happens when you decide to make a first-person shooter. It's just like there's so much, there's so many of those already between Call of Duty and you know not just shooters like first-person shooters, but just the shooter genre in general. Like Fortnite and all that. It so if they did something to stand out more and be more original than the others, then yeah, probably would have. But if there's no deathmatch mode or whatever, and it's like, well, you've already put yourself at a bit of a disadvantage. Um, so, but yeah, it seems like most people are really upset about it shutting down. If you guys have played it, let me know. But I started this video. It's like, oh well, Ubisoft, just one thing after another, which still reigns true. I mean, I don't take that back, but seeing all the comments, how it's mostly positive, normally be like, oh, you get what you deserve. That it's comments actually saying, oh man, this really sucks. Uh, you know, I mean, it's still on Ubisoft to make a good game, and being a company as old as they are, they should know that hey, you have to be different in the game market now because there's so many first-person shooters or just shooter games in general. You have to be different. So, yeah, it's still sad though. But people, like I said, if it was me, whatever kind of weapons were locked behind a paywall or something, just give them to the players and let them have fun. I mean, you're going to be shutting down in 6 months, so let the players have fun. Let them show that you truly do care, and just give them all that stuff that they would normally have to pay for. But that's just me. That's just me. Anyway, that's going to do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.